Facebook Live, we're back on once again. Let's get it in.
Conference muted. Conference recording started.
I want to thank everybody for chiming in. This is Watchman Yahudah Yisrael, also known as Pastor Derek Mann, on the Early What I City Switch Study and Prayer Line on this 10th day in September 2018. Let's get it in, y'all. Let's go to Philippians 4 this morning. Philippians 4. Beginning at the 11th verse. Look what it says. Now that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith be content. I know both how to, be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I'm instructed both to be full and hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through the Mashiach, which strengthens me. Good morning, y'all. Kobe to be Sean, Nicole. Not that I speak in respect of one, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am to be with content. Mute your phone, family. Mute your phone. Good morning, Shaul. Yaku Shaul. Good morning. Still will. See, we could speak concerning, our desires and what we don't have. We could make that the issue. Perry Manning, good morning. We can make what we don't have the issue, all the way down to what we need. That could be the narrative. But Shaul is saying, not that I speak in respect of one, for I've learned in whatsoever state I am therewith to be content. Good morning, Trinda. Learning how to be appreciative of what you have. We could be the type of person that see the glass, half empty. But Shaul was saying, I'm the type that see the glass as half full. I appreciate what I have. Remember that song, Count Your Blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what Yah has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what Yah has done. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I've learned in whatsoever state I am therewith to be content. If you're doing any type of data collection, if you're studying and being aware of your surroundings, it sounds bleak. It can get extremely disturbing. Good morning, Kimyana. But it could be overwhelming. But this stuff has been being said for a while now. I was listening to the Winans, and he was saying Russia has already invaded Afghanistan. You know how long ago that was? When we're looking at it from our clock, from the Most High clock, we're living in the last days, a day is, as 1,000 years. So the last days could be, a couple thousand, 3,000, whatever it is, 4,000 last days. But from our vantage, it seems like it's a long time. And so when you look at, the alarm being rang about, we're living in the last days. When you look at it from your little second that you're living, you have a tendency to think that it's a false alarm, that this stuff is not going to come to pass. But it's definitely coming to pass, and the days are evil and it's terrible. But, looking at it from an overall standpoint, especially when we're dealing with our personal timeline, we still have some time on our short little time frame. We don't have time, but we have time based on our little short frame of time, to where is you don't start thinking that it's a false alarm because of your little second that you're living. That's really what I'm trying to say. In other words, when it seems like doomsday, if it seems like doomsday to you right now, this ain't the first time you've heard doomsday in your little short frame of life, and you seem to keep making it. You seem to keep living. This ain't the first time your bill's been, piling up on you. This ain't the first time the doctor said something, either to you or a loved one or a family member. This is not the first time. And you seem to continue to survive. So why would you pull your hair out? Why would you allow your so-called lack, which is proven to be not as much lack as what we would like to make it out to be? More like wants. More like some wants that you want and you didn't get, or you're not getting. And a lot of people turn their back on the Most High because they're not appreciative of what they have. You got to learn how to be appreciative. The fact, how you was raised up in church, you say, for the activity of my limbs. That turns cliches, but some folks is losing the activity of their limbs. You can't take that for granted. And then you got to have the state of mind that if you start losing some of the activity of your limbs, you start thanking Yah for the activity of your limbs that you still got, as opposed to focusing on your bad arm or your bad eye. Thank Yah for the other one. Your nose ain't working right, but your mouth is working perfectly fine. Thank Him for it. Not that I speak in respect of one. I'm not gonna focus. I'm not gonna focus on the negative. Whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are kind, whatsoever things are good report, if you read up in Philippians. Think on those things. There's too many good things we could be concentrating on as to always run around here like we sucked on a lemon. You get lemons, make lemonade, You have sour days and then you have sweet days. Don't be too bad on them sour days. You mix it with the sweet days, sweet and sour. And sweet and sour tastes good. I kind of like it. Not that I speak in respect of want, of need. I'm not speaking out of my need. I'm satisfied. I've learned in whatsoever state that I am to be with content. I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound. I know how to be the haves and I know how to be the have-nots. I know how to be up and I know how to be down. Right? Everywhere in all things I am instructed both to be full and hungry, both to abound and suffer need. I know how to be even keeled. One thing about people that get so high on the good times, those a lot of times be the same type of people that be super low on the low time. You got some folks that be high and happy as I don't know what. They get their little check and they high and happy as heck. Oh, they on top of the wave. You let the good times roll. And then when that's gone, man, they in the dumps. You got to dig a hole and pull them out of it. They so far gone. No, you got to be even keeled. You got to know how to have, and you got to know how to not have. Because the Most High see you through both stages. He's not tripping on. He's not emotional like that. And we got to learn how to ride with stability. Stability. I know how to be in the crowd, and I know how to be by myself. You know, we gotta learn to function and to be meat for the master's use, no matter what the circumstances is. Because some people can't stand to be blessed. Most High would love to bless you, but if he give you the money, you gone. You going on vacation immediately. I'm on my way to Disneyland. When there's some kingdom building that needs to be done, can the Most High trust you with the highs? Because some people can be trusted with highs. That's why they coast on the lows. You can't afford to send a significant other in their life because they like to play footsies too much. He told the married be as though you're not married. And he told those that you ain't got a spouse, seek not a spouse. That's not saying don't get married. That's not saying that. It's just saying don't get don't get, folks looking for somebody to settle down with, and they settle down with and block you out. They mess around and get a man behind them closed door. They gonna bolt that door closed and grab that joker and not let him go. They ain't reading and praying no more. They got what they wanted. They got what they wanted and lost what they had. We got to learn how to be blessed. And then we got to learn that we're still blessed even when we don't have what we thought we needed. A lot of stuff we think we need is just a bunch of stuff we want. What's up, Derek? How you doing, Cheryl Williams? But not that I speak in respect of want. Is there any satisfaction inside of you? Are you satisfied with what he's already done? An attitude of gratitude. Giving credit where credit is due. He didn't have to wake us up, and he was waking us up when we were going against him. We talk about he's the air we breathe. What about when you wasn't saying he's the air you breathe? Was he still the air you was breathing? When you was cussing and going against him, was he still the air you was breathing? Well, that means you get a revelation that he reigns on the just as well as the unjust. When you was unjust, he still was raining on and watering your garden. He still was waking you up in the morning, still giving you strength. Now when you get to know him, can you stay appreciative? Can you even appreciate the fact the more that he was blessing you when you did not deserve it? Can you give him the praise for blessing you when you say you didn't deserve it? When you know now, you was blinded then, but now that he's illuminated you, quickened you, and made you alive, can you give him the praise, the fact that he still was good to you when you did not deserve it? Well, then can you suffer lack in the relationship you have with him? Your spouse was with you and being good to you when you were cheating. And then you found out they knew the whole time. And you can't go through nothing. They can't do nothing wrong without you going crazy and want to leave them. Well, then you ain't showing no appreciation. You're not reciprocating. We got to learn. We got to learn how to give credit where credit is due. The Most High was good to us when we didn't deserve it. Quiet as it's kept, we still don't deserve it. It's by his goodness that we living right. It's by his goodness. It's his character that changes us, not ours. We become his righteousness because we're obeying him, not ourselves. If we was obeying ourselves, we wouldn't be his righteousness. We would still be sinning against him. We would still be self-preservation, forget everybody else. Oh, it's the truth anyhow. Not that I speak in the respect of want. He's not speaking in respect of what he need or complaining about what he don't have. Because he's learned how to, whatsoever state I am in, that he's in, he's able to be there and be content. He's not finna start complaining and blaming Yah, mad about this, ungrateful about that, why me and all that. He's not into that. I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound. I know how to have to go on and ration it out. I can't take 6 bites. I can only take 2. Last week I was able to take 6 bites. I can't afford that right now. I gotta turn the heat off and put a coat on. I can't afford it right now. I can't drive around like I used to. I gotta stay still or walk. I can't afford it right now. And I still know how to be content. I still know how to praise him. People still can run into me, and I still know how to be courteous, and I know how not to take out what I don't have on other people. The term, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. No, I woke up broke, and I'm mad. Another bill came. Found out my spouse been tipping on me, and somebody faced too much. Now I'm mad at the world. Now I'm mad at Yah. Now, no. If you meditate in Yah both day and night, you ain't going to be accusing him because other people turn on you. If you get to know Yah, you're not going to go against him based on your circumstances. Some unfavorable things didn't happen. You got some news. Folks think that's acceptable behavior, though. They really do. They ignore the fact of how they act based on what other people do or their circumstances, and then they giggle and think it's funny, like it don't mean nothing, like that's acceptable behavior, and it's not. You should be who you are, irregardless of what's going on around you, because greater is he that's in you, inside of you. Greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. A lot of uncool stuff happens in the world, and it should not change who you are. You shouldn't have to speak out of want. Respond based on your lack. Respond based on your mood. You should be even killed. You should be able to not be in the best mood, but still be in best behavior. Because you learned. It's a learning process. He wasn't born knowing how. He had to learn. He had to spend some time with the Most High. He had to meditate in the Word. He had to understand that his attitude shouldn't be affected by his circumstance, good or bad. Because like I say, people get too much good, and now they think they don't need the Most High no more. See, a lot of people pray more when they're going through it. You got some people that go into appreciation mode and start celebrating Yah, studying, and want to reciprocate, want to love him back because of his goodness. But you got some people that get blessed, they run it off. I don't need him no more. Depends on your character. Some people will serve him better when they have and show an attitude of gratitude. But some people get too much latitude and they gone is their attitude. I'm out of here. Then you got some people that when things are not going well, that's when they pray, that's when they fasting, that's when they preaching and teaching, that's when they spending the most time with Yah. Because they don't have no other option. So they really praise Yah and show him, give honor that's due to his name. Then you got some folk that when they don't have, they mad. I ain't serving Yah. Look how he treating me. What I do? Poor little me. If this is what it's going to be, then I don't need him. What's the use? He don't listen to me. He ain't. Come on, y'all. We got to learn in what sort of state that we're in to be with content, because it's just temporary anyway. Our life is like a vapor of smoke, y'all. It appears for a moment and vanish away. We're not going to stay here. And the most important thing we have is our relationship with the Most High. It's the truth anyhow. That sun is glaring, ain't it, y'all? Let me shift this because that's too much. But we got to learn. We got to learn how to serve. Like at the end of the day, we got to learn how to serve him no matter what situation we're in. I'm cutting straight through the chase because I don't want this to be like a worldly, carnal motivational speech. It can people don't know a lot of times don't know the difference, and I don't want this to be that at all. So what the word is really saying is, I've learned in whatsoever state that therewith to be content, and his contentment is I'm not gonna turn on Yah. That I'm content with Yah. I'm content with obeying his word, irregardless to what I'm going through. This is not a positive motivational speech. It's my contentment is I've been called out of the darkness into the marvelous light, and I know how to serve him if I have people in my life or if I don't. If I have money or I don't. If the doctor tell me I got cancer, or if he told me I'm one of the healthiest cats he'd seen in the last 20 years, I know how to serve him irregardless. I'm not going to get the health thing and say, what, I ain't got cancer? Oh, well then I don't need him no more. Oh, I got warrants for my arrest, now it's time for me to serve Yah. Oh, what, the charges is dropped, now I'm gone. Or I'm serving him, what am I doing with a warrant? Well, what good is it serving him if he going to let me have a warrant? Well, I ain't serving him if he going to treat me like this. You know how people is. I'm waiting on this check. I'm going to serve him. Y'all pray for me that check come. Y'all pray for me that check come. Y'all pray for me that check come. Because he's so good to me and I trust him. I know the check. Oh, the check came? All right, thanks for praying for me. I'm gone. We can't speak out of want. We can't serve him based on the circumstance only. We got to serve him because we're in love with him, and he first loved us. Folks get to you know how broke people live. Oh, wait till I get some money. I want to give because this ministry just changed. I've been so different and blessed since this ministry. Oh, I can't wait. I'm not giving right now because I ain't got it. But soon as I get, you just watch. Oh, the money here? Well, all they want is my money. That's why, see, that's one thing about these people. All they want is your money. Make up your doggone mind. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I've learned in whatsoever state that I'm in, therewith to be content. He also was speaking for himself. If you read the chapter, right? If you read the chapter, he was talking about how good they were to him, and they took care of him, and they blessed him. And even if they didn't, he knows how to have and be the have-nots. But then he went on to really appreciate what they did for him, and so that's another thing that this chapter about. If you study the chapter, right? But I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound. Everywhere in all things I am instructed. He's upon instructions from the Most High, both to be full and hungry. I know how to receive the blessing, but still be hungry for him. I got what I need, but I'm still hungry for him. I know how to both abound and to suffer need. I know how to achieve it and not run off on him as if that's the end of it all. He should be a constant in our life. Serving him should be a constant, irregardless if we have or have not. Then we got to keep an attitude of gratitude, or whatsoever things are lovely, kind, of good report, whatsoever things just, there be any virtue, any good thing going on, think on those things to stay positive. So you can be meat for the master's use, so he can use you, not for some motivational, human, positive state of mind, motivational. Forget all that. If it wasn't for Yah, it wouldn't be nothing to be happy about. You got folks that are comfortable and complacent, taking yoga, meditating, humming, and listening to ocean music, and they're content on their way to hell, and they're wicked with a whole bunch of self-righteousness. satisfied with what they got going on, and ain't got nothing going on for the Most High. No kingdom building, no self-denial, none of that. Not going out of their way for nobody, won't inconvenience their life for nobody. The Most High came down 42 generations, inconvenienced the heck out of his life because he so loved us. He was born the Son. He's a spirit. He was born the Son, being found fashioned as a man. What an inconvenience. He wept. He said, I thirst. He was hungry. All for us. To live the perfect example, he can inconvenience himself. We gotta know both how to be abased and know how to abound. Stay humble, but yet you're being exalted by the Most High. You're having your way. He opened the door. You're walking in, and he's blessing you. Some folks they can't be trusted with a blessing. They talk better than they live. Too many people that sound super good, but they can't completely do it. If they say, I'll go 10 miles with you, I'll go 10 miles with you, and then they end up only going 8 miles with you. That type stuff. It's better not to make a vow than to make one and break it. You got folks that have good intentions, but they don't have the wherewithal, they don't have enough appreciation for the Most High to go the whole 100. They ain't going to do that. It's not in them. I know both how to be abased, to not have it, or to have it and still stay abased mentally, humble. And I know how to abound. I know how to get up there, receive the blessing, but still stay abased humbly. I'm still humble. Everywhere and in all things, everywhere I go, take y'all with you. Everywhere you go, in all things I'm instructed. This is not a suggestion. This is instructions from the Most High. I'm instructed both to be full and hungry. If you're full and you have the right attitude, you're still hungry for more. You're still hungry for Him. You ain't gonna never be satisfied. You're always gonna be hungering and thirsting after righteousness. When your bank account is right, when your refrigerator is full, when your tank, the gas tank is full, when you got the business deal, they open the door, they set you up, but you're still hungry for the things of Yah. Can you stand to be blessed? Can you be trusted with a blessing and then understand that He blessed you so you can be a blessing, as opposed to I'm blessed, you get your blessing. I got my blessing. I prayed and I waited on the, you know how we get, just religious as heck. No, he didn't take that attitude with you. When you was dead in sin, he said, I would that this cup pass from me, but not my will, thy will be done. He yielded to love for us, who for the joy that was set before him endured the struos, endured the torture state. King James verse saying endured the cross. Who for the joy that was set before him, for us, he endured it. He went through it and he hung in there. We got to learn how to be blessed. We get blessed and we forget about everybody else. We finna set our situation up. People, boy. Go look in the mirror of the word, and can you admit that people talk better than what they live? They sound better than what they really are? Come on, y'all. I can do all things through the Mashiach who strengthens me. And the Mashiach is the word, remember? And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, where the flesh is gone. The flesh died on the tree for you and me. We glad the flesh is gone. Because the flesh lived a perfect example, died on that tree to die for mankind, got up out of here. Flesh gone. Only thing left, then he came back. He still came back as the Ruah, as the spirit. The words that I speak unto you are Ruah and their life, their spirit. The Ruah came back. The word. The words that I speak unto you are Ruah. Ephesians say number one spirit. That same Spirit, which is Yah, was born a man. The Son was the body that the Word lived in, and humbled itself up under the soul of a man, the spirit of a man, became obedient unto death. Then he lived a perfect example, died on a tree, rose the body up out of here, came back without the body to be baptized inside of us, to lead and guide us. It's the Word that leads and guides us. It tells us what to do. It's leading us. Don't go there. Go there. Yeah, it's telling us what to do, leading and guiding us. And we need to obey it. We can do it all through the Word that strengthens us. Come on, y'all. Thy word have I hid in my heart. It's strengthening you, telling you what to do. You ain't got to guess. Quit being funny style. Do what Yah told you to do. Let's pray. Spirit of the Most High, we love you and thank you for clarification in your word. Again, not a motivational speech unless we're being motivated in Yah to obey him and to stay hungry for you even when we're full. Being hungry for you will cause us to do your will even when we feel comfortable within our own skin. Continue to illuminate us, quicken us so we can see, not being depressed behind the bad stuff to the point you can't even trust us no more. No, we want to learn how to be abased and how to bound, how to have and how to be the have-not, still obeying you irregardless to the circumstances in our life. Continue to make this plain that we might be meat for the Master's use in these last and evil days. And we're trusting and depending on you to do just that. In the matchless name of Yahushua HaMashiach, we humbly pray. Hallelujah, hallelujah, and amen. Okay, that was a lesson, y'all.
Conference recording stopped. Conference unmuted.
That was a lesson for the day. We pray that the word found you and blessed you, and that we govern ourselves accordingly. Look, if the lesson bless you, then know it can bless somebody else. All you got to do is push share. The harder part was already done. All you got to do is just push share. It's done. Send the thing and let it bless somebody else. If you didn't hear the whole thing, play it back. If you're looking for a good ministry to sow into and you deem this as one, you might not deem this one. So, but to those that's being blessed by the ministry and it's blessing you, if you can sow. All you do is go to PayPal. Oh, somebody did Facebook. Somebody gave through Facebook, which is attached now. You can actually give through Facebook if you wanted to. Come to think of it. If y'all know how, because the heck I don't. I just accepted it. But anyway, if y'all want to give, you can go to PayPal. Put in DerrickMan5857 at yahoo.com. That's DerrickMan 5857 at yahoo.com. Or give through Facebook. And one more thing, we're on the line right now. If y'all want to hang out with us, 302-202-1102, extension 815648. Again, come hang out with us. 302-202-1102, extension 815648. Love each and every one of you. Pray that you got some out of the word. Y'all be Baruch and Barak and Shalom. That was a lesson, y'all, for this morning. Y'all on the conference line. Facebook sometimes takes time to let me go, but if you heard the word, if you did not get a chance to pray and would like to, this is your opportunity, and or if you heard the word and want to give commentary, the floor is open. Talk to us.
Good morning, everyone.